Now, what can I do for, you two, gentlemen?
I'm glad you asked. Alistair Black. Nice to formally meet you. Murphy here has told me a lot about you. I've come with a proposition, so let me cut to the chase. Bottom line, Alistair, I want you on my side. Perhaps you'd consider joining the movement.
Well, perhaps, not.
Perhaps not. Maybe I wasn't clear enough the first time, so let me say this as plainly as I can. Either you're with me, or you're against me.
Oh, no, well, Mr. Wands, those words to me sound like, fighting words. Which in this case, you did knock on the right door because, I accept.
I don't know about you guys, but I feel like a giant weight has been lifted off my shoulders. The moment that referee's hand last night hit the mat for the 3 count, it was as if the room got 2 tons lighter. I no longer have Seth Rollins breathing down my neck. I no longer have the AOP trying to breathe down our necks. No longer do we have Buddy Murphy. No longer do we have Austin Theory. We are free from Seth Rollins. And it's not just me. It's the entirety of Monday Night Raw. Every single one of you here is free from Seth Rollins.
Oh no. It seems Seth Rollins hasn't quite given up the fight. Averett claiming that everyone is free, and yet Seth Rollins may have a few objections to that statement, ladies and gentlemen. One can only wonder what is going through the mind of the Mighty Night Messiah after last night's action where he took the loss.
It didn't have to be this way, man. It really didn't, but you know what they say? An eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth, huh? But that's not me, man. That's not me. I am a merciful leader.
Oh my
So
God,
tonight-
Seth, could you please put a cork in it? Seth, I don't know if you've come to the realization of this or not. Maybe I knocked a few screws loose last night, or maybe you just have gone mentally unhinged. But if you take a look around in this arena, nobody likes you. Nobody. Not one human being in this arena, in that locker room, not even the people behind the camera right there. Nobody likes you. That's your problem. You keep saying you're a leader, you're this and that. Seth, leaders are elected. You have not been, every time you come out, I can almost hear the millions of channels switching to something, anything better than when you're on the screen. I can almost feel the people getting up and going to the concession stands because they would much rather wait in line for 4 hours for a hot dog than to hear you speak for 20 seconds. That's the difference you're not understanding, Seth. Are you talking about you're a merciful leader? That's the funny thing about it, Seth, is you are masking cowardice with mercy. You want mercy? Find religion.
I fell into a dark place. A place so dark, I wasn't sure if I would ever escape. But without darkness, there can be no light. And I have seen the light, and I have seen it brighter than I have ever seen it before. And that is all thanks to one man.
Now, phase one of this movement encountered some initial resistance, as I thought it might, but we completed phase one last week.
The crowd here in this sold-out arena,
Please.
not exactly giving the
Brothers
most
and
favorable
sisters,
reception.
I understand your confusion. I understand your pain. Phase two of this movement will not be easy, but it is necessary, and it is for the greater good. Because now it is time for us to seek out the weak. We must find the flaws in the system, and we must rehabilitate them if we can, and eradicate them if we must.
Ladies and gentlemen, mark the time, mark the date. Seth Rollins has officially lost his damn mind. Like, I don't have a witty comeback for that. I don't. I've never seen a superstar as unhinged as Seth Rollins, and that's saying a lot considering I had to fight Bray Wyatt not once, but twice. Bray Wyatt has a consistent basis. Seth, you went from being the self-declared leader of Monday Night Raw, a noble cause even though it's a title you have no way, shape, or form earned, to now declaring yourself the Monday Night Messiah and saying that now I have to be a sacrifice for the greater good. Have you lost your mind? Because I can help you find it. And now, not only have you lost your damn mind, but now those two jackasses behind you, Buddy Murphy and Austin Theory, have also equally lost their damn mind. I don't know if you guys maybe don't have enough to do with booking decisions or whatnot. Maybe there's not enough people in the roster they can feed you to, but there's no reason why you two need to be following somebody like Seth Rollins. His vision is that, a vision for Seth Rollins. It is not a vision for Monday Night Raw. Have you ever noticed that every time he says a vision, he is talking about his? He never says what's good for Monday Night Raw. No. He goes after those that everyone in the WWE universe respects. And then now you come out, you got the chorus music, you've got the mural painted. You have officially lost your mind. And it's amazing how you think you could come out here and stake a claim to any title, considering the fact that last I checked, Murphy got his ass whooped last night. Theory, you weren't even there, so you're irrelevant. The AOP got their ass whipped last night. I noticed they're not with you. And now you want to try to stake a claim for your disciples once again. Seth, here's how title matches work. When somebody loses a title, they get a title rematch. So is that what you want, Seth? Is that what you want? Fine. I just had a great idea for you, okay? Since you want this title match for your disciples so badly, since you think Murphy and Theory stand a chance, how about we put that money where your mouth is? How about we see how good of a leader you really are for your group? Tonight, you'll go one-on-one with the man you tried to recruit and convert to your little cult earlier. You will go against Aleister Black in a Beat the Clock challenge. If you can beat Aleister Black faster than he beat me, one half of the Raw Tag Team Champions, a two-time Universal Champion, if you can beat him faster than he beat me, I'll give you that title match at the Royal Rumble.
Now that's a proposition here, ladies and gentlemen. And I, for one, am excited. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another installment of WWE 2K19 My Career Mode. Now, before we get started, let me address a few things. These will be some of the final episodes of the 2K19 My Career Mode. However, this is not the end of the story. Unfortunately, some behind-the-scenes issues happened to where my hard drive was corrupted, but we will finish the story after we have these next couple of episodes using the 2K22 engine and game. So don't worry, the story will continue. But here we are tonight, where Seth Rollins will be taking on Aleister Black, a man that he knew he was going to need on his side. Yet Aleister Black told him that those were fighting words. That Aleister told him, I will not stand beside you. I will not stand alongside you. Instead, I choose to stand against you. And tonight, Seth Rollins, to get another title shot for his disciples, for his movement, Seth Rollins is going to have to defeat Aleister Black in a beat the clock challenge. For those of you who are unaware, a beat the clock challenge is where a set amount of time is put forth by either the person in charge of the challenge or from a predetermined match. The opponent needs to beat their opponent within that allotted amount of time, otherwise they automatically lose the match. Even if you are pinning somebody, if that clock strikes 0 in the middle of pinfall, it is null and void. It is done. Seth Rollins has to be at his absolute apex. But how can you do that against the occultist kickboxer, the Dutch destroyer, Aleister Black? A chill has fell across this arena. A man known of the dark arts with lethal precision and deadly knee strikes and a piercing stare, Aleister Black is no one to take lightly. One of the deadliest competitors to step foot in NXT and a devastating competitor to step foot when he made to the main roster here on Monday night. Seth Rollins is not any slouch, no one to really take for granted, but you have to wonder what his mindset is going to be. Not only does Seth Rollins have to worry about beating Aleister Black, he has to do it in a specific allotted amount of time. And he has to do it faster than Everett, who lost to Aleister Black. Keep in mind that Aleister Black and Everett have only crossed paths once. During Everett's birthday celebration, he wanted to pick a fight to test his skills against Aleister Black, and Aleister Black came out the better man. What does that say about Aleister Black's ability to take out a Universal Champion, to take out one half of the Tag Team Champions? Seth Rollins not only has the pressure of the clock, but also has the pressure of his own disciples. Their title match is literally in his hands. Before we get started, make sure that you like the video and subscribe and hit that bell notification so you never miss an episode. The bell is rung. Here we go. 14 minutes is on the clock. As you can see, periodically we will check in as the clock ticks down further and further, with Seth Rollins coming right out the gate. Flurry of strikes, going right on top of Aleister Black, giving him no room to breathe. Smart strategy by Seth Rollins. Not a single second can be wasted. Literally. The longer this match goes, the more work Seth Rollins is, the more uphill of a battle Seth Rollins has. As you can see, Aleister Black is almost hounded by the disciples of Seth Rollins, with Austin Theory and Buddy Murphy just stalking their prey. Winning by countout is also a valid option, which I'm not going to sit here and pretend like Seth Rollins won't take that option, as the referee gets a count of 6, but puts Aleister Black back in the ring. Seth looking to fly here by going up top. High risk maneuver. Aleister with an elbow drop. Aleister was stirring away, but Seth planting him right back down with a stiff elbow to the heart of Aleister Black. That's if you can even say he has one. Now Seth using the time that he has. Currently, early on in the matchup, Seth has a lot more time to work with, a lot more time to grind out every single bit of offense he has, to take out all those those abilities that Aleister Black has. Go after the knees. That's why you don't want him to go ahead and use those kicks, because at one point you'll be standing there, the next you'll be unconscious with Aleister Black. Aleister looking to win here. One. Kick out at one from Seth Rollins. Rollins, that kick rocked him, and now Aleister Black, wise move here by Aleister Black, slowing the match down as long as he can, wasting the clock as much as he can, running that clock out as best as he can to give Seth Rollins less and less of a chance to win the matchup. Especially with the fact that as the time ticks down, Seth Rollins is going to have to make more costly mistakes, more high-risk maneuvers to hopefully put Aleister Black down, which could in turn leave him open for a counterattack. But Seth Rollins ended up building a head of steam here, planting Aleister Black face first. Aleister with a beautiful arm drag, tossing Seth Rollins across the ring. And now those kicks finding their mark again, going after the ribs of Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins known for his impressive cardio. As many of you know, he was in a 60-minute gauntlet match on Monday Night Raw. That is where Seth Rollins earned the moniker Monday Night Rollins. Aleister going after those ribs, looking to take out the oxygen levels with a super kick to the gut. Seth going for a second time. Aleister moving out of the way, but immediately caught with a drop kick. And now standing shooting star press. Aleister up to his feet, stiff elbow shot. Nice uppercut taking Seth Rollins. And now an exploder suplex tossing Seth across the ring as Aleister taunts the Monday Night Messiah. One does wonder though, is Murphy and Theory's presence going to be a factor in this matchup? Say what you will about Aleister Black's ability, but even the greatest of men can fall to a numbers advantage. But Seth seems to be holding his own here. Snap suplex, putting him on top of this matchup. Now wrenching the neck of Aleister Black. You gotta know, backstage somewhere, Averett is watching very closely with his tag team partners, Wolf and the Universal Champion Wolf and Cole Quinn. Keeping a very close eye out. The clock is appearing again. 10-minute mark now. 4 minutes have elapsed. Seth Rollins has got his neck to the gun right now, but a stiff knee shot taking Aleister off his feet. Now Seth building a head of steam. Elbow to the skull once again as the clock ticks down to 9 minutes and 45 seconds. Seth Rollins is going to win it here, but just in the nick of time, Aleister Black kicks out. Rolling neck breaker. Seth Rollins is going to rally with a kick to the stomach from Aleister Black. And now a stiff takedown. Sweeping the leg. Seth Rollins with that gut kick again. But Seth, those shots to the ribs that Aleister Black has been using this whole matchup has taken their toll. You can see Seth Rollins at the fall to one knee to try to catch his breath. Dropping the knee on his skull. Seth Rollins might be busted open here. Dragon screw takedown. Seth looking to measure his opponent. Hooking the arms. Beautiful suplex. Bridging it. 1, 2. And a kick out at 2 once again from the Dutch Destroyer. Now Seth kick to the stomach. This looked like he could do it. Going for it. The stomp! Nearly spiking Aleister Black's head through the ring. But again, kick out at 2 from the occultist kickboxer. Somehow, someway, Seth Rollins is in disbelief. I'm in disbelief. The people here are in disbelief. Aleister Black somehow mustering the strength to push out and fight on. And now repeated headshots. Oh no! Seth Rollins seeing it coming, had that one well scouted. Going for a German. Beautiful ripcord lariat. Now those stomps going after the limbs of Aleister Black. Seth Rollins, a very smart technician. A very smart in-ring general, if you will. He knows exactly where your weaknesses are and how to exploit them to the best of his abilities. Irish whip to the outside. Dangerous territory here for Aleister Black. Theory and Buddy Murphy, you can see them looking for an opportunity. Just one chance for the referee to not look, to take apart Aleister Black. Seth Rollins doing a kip-up, getting fired up. What a matchup so far. Now Seth looking to build a head of steam here with those forearm strikes. Sling blade, putting Seth back in this matchup, looking for it. 1, 2, kick out at 2. And now Seth measuring his opponent, going to the top rope. Beautiful second rope Phoenix splash. 2, but again, Aleister Black somehow digging deep to push on through this matchup. You can see the frustration starting to set in beneath the blood loss of Seth Rollins. And now once again, going after those ribs, looking to take away the oxygen of Seth Rollins. Aleister very wisely using the outside to his advantage to do more damage and waste more time for Seth Rollins. But Seth, a fireman's carry, go ahead and get him off of the offensive maneuvers. And now again against that corner, those right hands raining down against the skull of Aleister Black as the referee makes it to a count of 3. And now face first off of the electronic LED board. Seth looking to prove himself as a competent leader for Murphy and for Theory as the referee gets a count of 6, but Seth not wanting to win by count out, or maybe just recognizing that Aleister Black was too dangerous to leave alone. Referee on a count of 2. Murphy going after him. Seth trying to distract the referee as best he can. Murphy setting Aleister up for something. Going for that shoulder tackle. A very smart assist from Buddy Murphy. Technically within the rule book. Did no actual harm to Aleister Black. Just getting him set up. Now Seth distracting the ref again. This is what Aleister Black doesn't want. He does not want to be surrounded by Seth Rollins' disciples. Seth shoving the referee, trying to get his attention. The well done eyes from our referee here as he kept his gaze on Murphy and Theory. But it wasn't enough. The Enziguri taking Aleister Black out. Kick to the back. Seth Rollins now getting Aleister up to his feet. We've seen this before. Ripcord knee strike. That might put him unconscious. 1, 2. Still not enough. Seth Rollins' frustration. He sees the clock on the screen. 5 minutes to go here in this matchup. Wrench in the neck of Aleister Black. Aleister is in pure survival mode. All he has to do is hold on for another 4 minutes and 30 seconds and he'll still be able to come out with the victory. Aleister fighting hard. Irish whip off the corner. Referee almost got caught in the way and a double stomp. Didn't get all of it. But now look at this. Theory distracting Aleister Black, giving Seth Rollins just enough time to capitalize, tossing him right into the ring post. Seth Rollins is taking every advantage he can get. His feet are to the fire. The clock ticks down. Every second is another chance, another iota of their Raw Tag Team Championship match slipping away. And now just those clubbing forearms going right into the skull and the ribs of Aleister Black. Almost a receipt. Kick once again from those strong legs of Seth Rollins. Oh my God. Off the second rope. And now Seth, I think, looking for it for a second time. Phoenix splash. Both men going after each other's ribs to take out the endurance that one another have. Seth's got Aleister in the corner, but Aleister reversing, and now those kicks finding their mark. Aleister with the Irish whip. And now the referee's taken out. Costly mistake from Aleister Black. And look at this. Referee is down and no one's there to stop them. Look at Austin Theory getting Aleister again distracted, and the single arm backbreaker. The single arm reverse backbreaker. Seth Rollins has the numbers advantage, ladies and gentlemen. I don't care who you are. All it takes is a couple more men against you, and even the mighty will fall. Seth Rollins came in here with a game plan, and he is seeming to execute it perfectly. The Architect now looking to rally, but then Aleister, a shot to the face, and now Seth, face buster. Aleister Black is in a world of trouble here. The clock continuing to tick down. Seth Rollins taking his frustrations out on Aleister Black. He's looking to knock him clean unconscious where he can't compete. He can't kick out anymore. He has to submit. Aleister still fighting. Still got some fight left in him. Still got a last gasp of air. And in the cutter! And for the third time, once again, Austin Theory gets involved in this matchup. 2 minutes, 120 seconds are now the last remaining seconds of this matchup. Seth Rollins has little time for error. The roll through schoolboy and a super kick. 2 minutes left. 2 minutes for the disciples. For the greater good. And a second stop. Could this be Seth Rollins' chance? 1, 2, kick out at 2. Seth Rollins frustrated, but he can't waste time. 1.5 minutes left in this matchup. Aleister Black in a world of trouble here. Still fighting, still got some fight left in him. Both men back and forth, trading blows, countering each other's moves. We are ticking down to the last 60 seconds of this matchup. Seth Rollins popping up to his feet. Aleister taking a little too much time to play mind games. Seth looking for a snapmare, but now Aleister shoving him off. 60 seconds. 60 seconds is now left. The 60-second warning. Aleister looking to steal one here. Sunset flip. 1, 2, 3. Oh, Seth almost had his entire chance to slip away. 44 seconds. It's down to the wire. Small package driver hooking both the legs. 2, 3. Seth Rollins just stole the victory with 30 seconds left to spare. It doesn't get any closer to that in a beat the clock challenge, ladies and gentlemen. And it's official. A deal's a deal. Seth Rollins' disciples will get another Raw Tag Team Championship matchup against the Rooks. Thank you, everybody, for watching. If you enjoyed what you saw, please hit that bell notification so you never miss an episode. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And we will see you once again as the story continues here for WWE 2K19 My Career Mode. Peace.